Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here, you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to our channel. It helps us feed our hungry hippos. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Today's Friday, October 4th, so we are coming to an end of our first week of Q4. And last week was eBay Open. I just kind of want to do a quick review for you. They have made all of the sessions available for everyone. So even if you didn't register, or even if you didn't go, even if you did go, everything's available for you on YouTube. I say even if you did go because during eBay Open, whether it's virtual or in real life, there's always different sessions going on at the same time, and you have to make choices about which ones you want to go to. And sometimes you may be interested in more than one in the same time block. So when all the videos become available after the fact, it's good because you can go back and see what you missed that you may have wanted to watch. I'm actually this weekend going to take some time and rewatch a couple that I did just to make sure I got all the information I wanted out of it and set things up the way I want. So today I'm going to show you where to go get the replays. I'm going to go over this email I got from eBay Open with you guys, and then I'm going to show you the 4 sessions I actually got the most out of and really appreciated and have already started implementing information from them. So those are my recommended ones. But again, they did go to their YouTube channel and create a playlist, eBay Open 2024, and everything's available here. And if you went to the event and you were registered for eBay Open, you can actually go back into the Ring Central where they hold the event virtually and see everything here. I'm going to put links to both in my description for you. So there are likely presentations that you missed, right? So they have made it all available here and here. And again, I'll link those for you. There will be a holiday season check-in or winter seller check-in on November 14th. So don't forget to register. And I will put reminders in my Facebook group as we lead up to that. So make sure you're a part of my Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Link in the description. There was a heavy focus on community this year. They talked a lot about in-person seller meetings, and they had networking rooms for folks who run local eBay seller meetings. I personally run the one in Pittsburgh, and so I did have a network room at eBay Open. We had a really good show up, and we made decisions to start doing virtual meetups once a month for folks who don't live within the Pittsburgh area but still live in the mid-Atlantic area. So I was really pleased with how my network room turned out. But wherever you live, chances are there is a local meetup group close to you. And if there isn't, you can always start one, and you can always reach out to me to ask how you start one. I have a lot of friends in the community who are also seller community event leaders who taught me how to start my own, and I'm more than happy to share that information with you and help other people start them if they'd like, or get you in touch with other people who can help. But if you go to Seller Events eBay, you can search for your city, and you'll probably already find one. Most areas have one. Some just don't. Here's mine. So we meet 3 times a month. We meet for lunch. We meet to go thrifting, both in-person events. And then once a month, we're going to start meeting virtually, which is pretty cool. But you can find any city here. So I'm going to link the seller events down below for you. There was the seller spotlight. And don't forget to follow eBay on Instagram. It's at eBay for Sellers. You can get all your information and your updates there if they change anything in the terms of service or if they have any updates or anything coming up events-wise. All right, so let's go over to their playlist. There is a bunch. I mean, if you didn't go to eBay Open and you have some time to play these in the background while you're listing or taking photographs, I would highly recommend watching them, or at least going through and finding the ones that interest you the most and at least watching those. I'm going to recommend a few here. The power of Instagram for your small business. I've done videos myself in the past on how to use Instagram for business, and it is a viable option on social media to help you grow. What I really liked about this Instagram presentation, they had actual folks from Meta, the company that runs Instagram and Facebook. So they had actual Meta employees, social media experts within the industry presenting this class or presentation session to us. And they gave a lot of really good tips on Instagram, not just to be applied to Instagram for selling. Some of their tips and their tricks and the information I got were good for my Instagram, for my social media. So what do I mean by that? I have an Instagram for the Hippo Hut, which is the name of our eBay store, where I can sell items. And that social media is geared more towards buyers. But I have this YouTube channel. I have an Instagram, a TikTok, and a Facebook group that's all geared towards other resellers. That's who I want that information to go to. That's who I want to connect with. My social media for Flippin' Hippos is for the reseller community. And I took a lot away from this session on how to best do hashtags and postings, all kinds of information that anyone that has an Instagram, you can really apply this to your Instagram, whether you have one as a business with your audience being your buyers, or if you're part of the reselling community over on Instagram and your audience is other resellers. This session was phenomenal. I'm a creator. I love social media and I am a content creator, like I said. So I really enjoyed this one. I liked that it was presented by Meta employees. It wasn't eBay folks. It was real people out there doing social media every day for a living, teaching us how to best use their social media platform. Next was to create a memorial buyer experience. This was ran by the seller, Shari Smith, and this one was also really good. I took a lot away from Shari's presentation. She showed how to create a memorable buyer experience. She went through a lot of things that you can do with your buyers. But what I took away from her was some tips and tricks on combined shipping and how to set that up in your store so your buyers have it visible to them. Like I have a discount on my comics, but I have it set up in my sales tab. She walks you through how to do it in your shipping settings so that your buyers actually have it more visible to them so they can see, hey, the Hippo Hut offers discounted shipping on comics and jewelry. So if you watch anything, make sure you watch Shari's. The Instagram one is really just for people who are on Instagram and interested in using that social media platform. But this is really, really good for eBay sellers. And the other one I took a lot away from was Lizzo Kane's presentation on how to enhance your store's visibility. My key takeaway from Liz was how to set up a reoccurring newsletter that goes out to your buyers and people who follow your store and sends them updates when you list new items. There's ways to send out newsletters with coupons. She went over, it was really a good presentation. And then during eBay Open, the second day, there was an opportunity to go back with Liz for an extended amount of time. Her presentation was the first day, and then we had a half an hour with her the second day where we could interact with her and ask questions, and she could share her screen and show us how to set up these newsletters. Lizzo Kane is a phenomenal seller. She's a great person. She's really involved in the reselling community. I've been friends with her for years. In fact, about 4 years ago when List Perfectly first dropped their catalog, she worked for them back then and taught me how to use it. She was on stage with me at Boss, the first year of Boss, the year I was a speaker and lost my voice. But yeah, I've known her for a number of years. She's really involved with eBay especially, but she's really involved with the reselling community in general. You should follow her on Instagram, Colorado Reworn. She's always giving out tips and tricks. She's very helpful and she's very nice. She's willing to help anyone, and I always learn something from her. She's really good at presentations as well. So if you're going to watch anything from eBay Open, I really recommend Shari's and Liz's presentations over everything else. These were the two that I took the most away from because these two had things that I could actually go to my eBay store after it was over and implement and put into place and help my sales. The entire event was really great. Like I said, my networking room was actually had a really good turnout. I had my friend Karen from our group here in the room with me, and we really connected with a lot of sellers in our area. I got a lot of information during the presentations that were just really good. I was implementing already while listening to them. I actually had 2 laptops going during eBay Open. I had one playing eBay Open and one that I was working on. But they're just really great. So if you missed eBay Open, or even if you went, it's worth going through and seeing these sessions. Hey, I thought I was interested in that, but I missed it somehow, and just watching them. Even like I said, if you just play them in the background and listen to them while you're working, there's something for everybody at eBay Open that you can take away or learn from. There's stuff in here for different categories, different different levels of sellers. There's Jumpstart Your eBay Business. There's a session on charity. So I highly recommend it. I'm going to put a bunch of links down in the description box for you. And I will see you next week. I'm not going to put a video out this weekend. I was going to do one on the newsletters, but I think Liz went over that. If she didn't, and in the future you want a tutorial on how to set up newsletters for your resellers, I cannot talk today. It is a shame that I don't edit my videos. In fact, that goes for anything. If there's anything that you want me to do a tutorial on, anything you want to see me talk about or show you, let me know in the comments. The comment section is there for you guys. This is a teaching channel, so I am always happy to answer questions and do tutorials or screen shares with you guys to teach you anything. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget your work-life balance. You cannot be a mentally healthy person if you are always working. If you don't have your mental health together, you are no good for anybody, and that includes yourself and your business. So make some time for yourself this weekend, your friends, your family, your pets, and your loved ones, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.